Right, it's been a while since I've done anything on the Manufacturer's Cup. It's not like I didn't want to do anything, as you could have probably seen if you followed my channel. I have been uploading every once in a while. Not a lot of Gran Turismo stuff, and not a lot of Manufacturer's Cup stuff. Just that, I have kind of lost the feel for it for a while. But since I now have a G29 standing here, and I actually want to do this, it's safe to say that I'll probably be getting back into the Manufacturer's Cup. Given I don't forget that the races are on, and I don't forget to record. Obviously, I'm not going to record every shite race. I will most likely upload a video why the race isn't recorded, which will be very embarrassing, but I'll do it. Now, this next race is the first one I drove in at least 2-3 months. So, it worked out perfectly, as you're going to see in the end. And I do think I was a little bit in the wrong skill group with this one. Shameless self-overestimation. Could use that. Think so. Anyway. I'm going to be trying to get back into it anyway, and see what the future brings me. But now, enjoy the video. I might be dropping some commentary every now and again, if I don't forget to do it. By now it's round 12 of the Manufacturer's Cup. So yeah, I have less than half of it to go. It's 20 races, so until round 20 will be the finale. I hope I don't screw it up. Right, here we are. The race is on Autopolis. Autopolis is a track I love. I fucking love driving Autopolis. This race in particular, it was a good race. I don't see much wrong with it. Made mistakes, everybody has made them. But see for yourself. Anyway, in a second I'll be talking about the car. So, as you probably have seen by now, is that I've sided with Subaru again. And you definitely know as soon as you see this image right here that I've put you up on the screen. Right, a bit about the car. The car's regulations are that in GR4 class on this race, the power was set to 99% and the weight was set to 106%. So the car had, I think, 377 horsepower and weighed about 1.2 tons. I don't remember the exact specifics. So I've also decided to embrace my furriness a little bit and express a bit on my car. I've taken a obviously fictional livery, made it myself. I based it on the stock livery, so it doesn't look too out of place with other Subarus that drive with a stock livery. But I've went for Hyena Agenda. Who doesn't know what Hyena Agenda is? Hyena Agenda is a platform where you can buy furry merchandise, essentially. And I've also put my persona on the hood just as to make it a little bit more personalized. I decided to not go for yellow lights, like covers, rather. Because I didn't like it, honestly. There's no real reason behind it. And yeah, that's really it about the car. There's BMC air filters on it. And that's about it. That's all I've done to the car. Essentially, it's just else it's a normal Subaru WRX STI in GR4 and GR3 class. The GR3 car you will get to see at some point, but not now.
Well, hello lads, and welcome to the main event. I have decided I do want to do a commentary for the final event, which is inevitably the race. I've got myself something to drink, essentially, and, well, I'll be enjoying this and reviewing it as I go. It won't be professional or anything, it'll be most likely shite as well. Here we just see the starting grid. The other STI, I really wasn't sure what to think of. I mostly thought it was shite looking. I looked at a lot of these drivers and instantly thought, like, okay, some of these drivers can't go good. Like the guy in second. And the guy in fifth in the Aston, the bright blue one. I mean, if you're racing a stock paint job like half of the people here, nothing to worry about, but still, it's just... I also find interesting how you can instantly tell if somebody plays with a controller or a wheel. A person that plays with a controller can do stuff like that and instantly turn from either side to either side. A person with a wheel won't be able to do that at all, because when they turn the wheel, it'll take them a while to get it round. Anyways, here we go, we're done with the starting grid. It's was a very interesting race to start, so make sure to check out the beginning. The guy behind me really gave me troubles. When driving, I thought that guy's gonna be my demise in T1. Just gonna smack right in me back and ruin the race. I was checking my fuel since, well, the last time I played the Manufacturers Cup, the races were actually like 13, 14, 15 laps long, and you never had enough fuel or good enough tires. And as I was expecting, the guy wasn't exactly much help.
He knocked me straight out in T1 and instantly got a penalty. Honestly, I think he should have gotten a bigger penalty. A bit of foolery with other drivers obviously happens when you are a bit distressed at somebody knocking you out of in T1 after starting in pole position, but that is kind of a norm in Gran Turismo sometimes. Right, so we've fallen back into 6th place behind a couple of Germans and this lad who I accidentally knocked to the side. I am actually terribly sorry that I did that, and I think he actually got a punishment for it. I mean, I saw it as my mistake, and I'm going to see it as my mistake, but if Gran Turismo does it so, I don't care. The guy behind me actually, like the guy that started second, flings himself out a second time. Then this bend, I try and peek through the middle, and I do. He pulls shots, which either resulted in him getting a penalty or something. I don't know anything about what happened to him. Then we're back up to 4th. A guy wanted to peek through the middle, but failed a bit and almost knocked himself out of the way of anybody and into the gravel trap. Then I do think I took these corners quite well, and the guy in front of me certainly didn't like that I had a lot of experience, at least 250 kilometers just on the track, and then I make a little bit of mistake, which probably gave the guy ahead of me a little hope that I was just like him, a bad driver. Well, I'm not implying that he's a bad driver. I'm just implying that I was just like him and pretty untrained for the race, which wasn't the case. Essentially, I was training for 2 days, basically, and doing other stuff in between, obviously, but I was training for this race. And yeah, I think I took that pretty well. He didn't really. What's going on behind me, I can't tell right now. Not a whole lot, and some shenanigans, obviously. Then, best lap of the race. I mean, I was pretty certain that was going to happen. I also saw the diving attempt that guy tried to ram me in the Viper. If you didn't see that, go back a little bit and look at the corner. Then I tried to dive, but I'm way too far. So, I just abort the attack and go about my day. I can easily tell that the guy ahead of me is using a controller. Now, my internet may not be the best, but everybody can tell that was a controller user. I slammed on the brake for a second there because I clearly saw that guy, well, he was swinging out and I would have hit him if I didn't brake. There I was just on the inside defending, trying not to get murdered. Well, lap 2, where are we? We, in 2 laps, fell down to 7th position, where a guy named Yeet VH is now, and a lot of Germans. Actually, well, yeah, guys. Oh, goodbye, mate. 2nd place for me. So, in 2 laps, we got up from 1st to 7th, and then back up to 2nd. The 3rd lap, let's see what that's going to bring us. Because this is 3 days after the race, so I don't really remember everything. I'm just doing this live commentary for a second. Well, live commentary, post-commentary. So, I don't have the best lap of the race. I'm not certain, but I think that was actually the best lap of the entire race. Then the guy had him in the Aston. I was saying earlier that he would be a bit of a trouble. I cut the inside there a little bit. Oh, and the guy behind me, I forgot his house, Citroen or Persia, I think it's a Persia, knocked itself into the gravel trap. He did have a special paint job, and I actually really liked his paint job. It was a Red Bull one. Go back to the starting grid if you want to see it again, but I'm not going to show it again because I can't be bothered. Right, the guy in the Jag ahead of me, he's not exactly slow, he's a quick driver. He started in 5th, I remember that. But I do catch up to him rather slowly. Essentially, I was put off by the colour of his car, of all things, because the colour of his car really made me think, okay, this can't be good. A really professional driver will not drive a car like that. I mean, a professional driver also wouldn't be spot. Ooh, ooh, knocked himself into a gravel trap, and we're right up against him again. I remember in the qualifying he flew out in this position, so maybe he went a little bit slow there. I mean, I did screw up this corner a little bit to try and maybe attack on the inside here, just to pressure him. Well, to get back to my little attack. Nope, nothing. To get back to my point, no professional race team would be sponsored by a furry merchandise company either, let's be honest. Oh, he leaves a wide open gap. Do I take it? Yes, I do take it. I do lose some space. He knocks me out of the gravel trap. Alright, I think that was partially my fault because I pulled the shot a bit too much. But he got a penalty, which I don't approve of, but shite happens, and Gran Turismo's penalty system is still not fixed. I was a little bit slow in this corner, but I guess it wasn't really better to do because my hard tyres are, well, not starting to give out, but they certainly aren't perfect right now. Right, so I am back at about 2.5 seconds behind the guy, but I am catching up, and that's what's important. We have half the race left, and I'll be honest, half the race is half the race, but when it's 4 laps, and each lap takes 2 minutes, that's not a lot of time. It's plenty of time, but it's not a lot. So, he's going to be slowed down. Maybe it's going to be a chance for me to pass him. He does defend, and I do leave him that defense, but him defending really only made him slow. I bump into him there, and honestly I shouldn't have bumped into him because that was unclean driving, essentially. And then I'm pretty sure from this point on the race gets rather boring, since I'm now in first, 3-second lead. Let's see where this leads us. I'm just gonna sit here and relax a little bit, maybe be a little bit quiet. A little bit of a cut there. A little bit of a cut there. Thankfully not too much. And if this recording, the sound sounds absolutely shite, I am terribly sorry, but I'm not going to record this twice. I really don't have the time for it. It's currently what time is it? Almost 1 AM, and I'm sitting here editing a video. That's just how it's like. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have much time to edit because trade school's starting soon, and that's not going to be nice on my sanity or anything really. I dragged myself out a little bit far in that last mid-long corner. Right, so by now we have a lead of 5.7 seconds, 5.4 seconds, 5.5 seconds. So a healthy lead. Or you could say hefty lead as well. Bit slow through that corner. Then, I mean, perfect through that corner. Perfect corner combination in total. And, well, really, that was just a beautiful segment of driving. Bit of a cut there, but that's fine. And then some of the guys back there have penalties and such. Back on home straight. Also, from my channel, just don't expect any professionalism. I'm gonna eat, drink while recording these, because I cannot be bothered. And I might upload it in parts of a races, like first the qualifying or the warm-up qualifying, and then the race itself as a separate video, because SHAREfactory, which is the software I'm using because I'm on PS4, obviously, because I'm using, or I'm playing Gran Turismo Sport. SHAREfactory has a very annoying limit. That's you can only have 10 clips of recording for sound or for voice recording. Now, that wouldn't be such a big problem if I was recording everything in one bulk. But at the start, I put a little bit of a black screen, as you saw. I screwed up so much just moderating the first part, or rather commentating it, not moderating. I'm dumb. As I said, I'm not gonna redo this. Commentating the first part was hard, and now, oh, bloody hell, that was a bit slow, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, what am I doing? Alright, I think I lost a bit of concentration there, mate. Yeah, utter loss of concentration right there. I screw up a lot, and SHAREfactory has a 10 limit, so with that, I would have to have multiple videos, or rather multiple projects as they call this, and with that, it will be pretty damn hard to put it all in one video, so it would be in parts. I don't know if I'm going to do that for other races. I would try it out. I've also wanted to maybe try and just not commentate and just put music over it, and well, I wanted to try that, yes, and I might try it in the future, but I don't know. I don't think I will like it. It just seems a little bit empty. I always have that one to spice up my content a little bit with just some text. I know it sounds off, and it is off, but that's what I'll be doing. And oh my god, my driving is dreadful right now. I can also see that my tyres are starting to kill themselves. Even my rear tyres, which is usually not the case, are starting to not want to live anymore. The front tyres are already over half done, because 3/4 is when the tyres are just busted. Like you physically can't drive them anymore at 3/4 down. I needed to brake a lot harder there. And I'll be honest, lap 8, final lap, was just, it was a pain to drive it, while the tires were just so trashed, essentially. So, one thing I didn't notice, and I only noticed at the end, I'm wearing the official Subaru racing suit for manufacturers. Back then it wasn't like that. Back then you had your car, you could have your livery, which you still can, and you also had your racing suit, which was whatever the hell you wanted it to be. Now, I do still have my racing suit, and I even equipped it at the start of the race, made sure I was using the right one, because I have quite a few of them. I think 37 in fact. But what bothered me is that it was the racing suit that was accommodated with this car, and it was the same one that I would be using on my other car as well. And I'll be honest, I haven't made the wrap for the other one yet. But it pissed me off, because when I won the race, yeah, let's be honest, it's kind of clear that I'm going to win. When I won the race and I saw the end screen, it wasn't my racing suit, and it just looked so out of place, and you will see that in the end as well. It looks really out of place with this just bright blue suit and the bright red car with my persona on it, essentially. And yeah, the people behind me are, well, they only now just got on that straight behind me. I'm 11 seconds ahead, There's only 14 people left in the race. I think we started with 18, so either 4 people got disqualified or people left. I know in my last Manufacturers Cup series that I did, I got disqualified once mid-race, and it's just essentially when you get disqualified, it's a black screen, and that's it. Right, no big fuss about it. I'll stop rambling now. Maybe ramble on in a different episode, or a different race rather. Right, so we're about to come into home straight, the final one, and yeah, that's it. Final, we won the race. Finish, first place, and at this point I was pumping. I was filled with adrenaline. I took a screenshot right there, and honestly, I couldn't wait to tell my friends that I finally won a race. Honestly, I felt like I was in the wrong skill group because, well, look at them. 12 seconds behind me, 15 seconds. 4 people got to finish the race, I think, and that's kind of sad. I did get up ranked for this. I was on CC rank because I'll be honest, my driving was kind of horrid until now. Right, so let's wait for the final screen, shall we? Yeah, getting a bit... Yeah, I'm just winding down from this absolute high point. That was the finish. Honestly, I didn't even feel how close, or even how far they were, rather, because I was just so in the zone. And there we go, Manufacturers Cup round 12, victory. And there you can see the beauty that is my Subi. Yeah, it does have some wood on it. Wood. Grass. Alright. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next race. Goodbye.